I monetized my channel January 1st of 2025, and today I'm going to talk to you about how much money I've made the first year. I'm going to start with the first 30 days, then we're going to go to the 6-month mark, and I'll show you a couple things along the way. All right, so let's get to that first month real quick if I can find it. All right, so we've got January 1st to February 1st of 2025, and if you look here, we got 132,000 viewers on the shorts, 6,000 viewers on my videos. And let's go up to the revenue now. So for my first 30 days, I made $59.78. And let's see what we did to July real quick. January 1st to, I'm sorry, June, yeah, June 1st, 6 months, duh. All right, so 6/1/25. All right, so it jumped up significantly, as you can tell, and that was right around the May 15th mark. And since I've been monetized, I don't know if it's me creating more content or if YouTube's actually pushing my channel more because I've got past the 1,000 subscribers. So let's look at this real quick. We've got the overview here. We got 1.3 million views in that 6-month time. It took me about 2 years to get to the first million views, and I'll go back to that soon. The videos that earn the most, this one I uploaded in 2023. I wish I was monetized when that video got uploaded because it's got, I think, right around 250,000 views. And you know, just a couple other videos. They didn't make a whole bunch. We got our shorts, and we got most of our views are in shorts. And this one right here was, you know, the Karen yelling while we're working on the truck. And then this was here is just me shifting gears without using the gas pedal on my truck. And I didn't do any lives in that time, okay? So we're gonna click over here. This is my full year, guys, full year. So 759.46, and on the videos, I made $379, and on shorts, I made $363. So the shorts, it takes a lot more views to make money on shorts, but if you upload relatively consistent, you get a lot of views on your shorts, you're going to make money. And I made $8.12 on live. I did find that is a great way to build your channel, because when you're live, you can respond to people, you can talk to people, and you tend to get a bigger audience. I just started doing live videos in December of 25, which I've realized very quickly, it is going to help you get more subscribers. It's going to get you more engagement with your viewers. So it's a good tool to have if what you do can be, you know, streamed live. Some of the stuff that us YouTubers upload, it just can't be. And so it really is niche dependent. How long did it take me to become monetized from posting the first video? Let's take a look at that. So let's go to analytics, and we're going to look at all time. And here we go, lifetime. So I didn't start posting anything. So this was just a YouTube channel I used for watching music videos, things like that. And it was right around July of 23. So right around July of 23 is when I posted the video of my GMC Sierra that I bought brand new, and it was falling apart, giving me a bunch of trouble. And the channel, you can see there's a big spike that happened, you know, September of 24. This is all before I was monetized. So that video really helped me get to that 1,000 subscribers and get me to the watch hours I needed, things like that. So it, you know, it's gonna be, you're gonna find that you're gonna upload something that you don't think is really all that special, and other people are gonna see it that way. They're gonna see it as special. They're going to click your video. They're going to watch it. They're going to subscribe, all that stuff. You just have to post your original content and not worry too much about the views so much as the quality of the videos that you're making and the clear messages you're delivering. Is it worth it to be a YouTuber? Is it a get rich quick thing? I'm sure there are people out there that create these, you know, clickbaity, just, you know, AI generated stuff, and they pump it out all day, every day, and they can grow a channel pretty quickly. There are some people with a certain niche that they do blow up quickly. So not saying that you can't do it with hard work, or it's, you know, people are doing things the wrong way, but there's a lot of people out there on these YouTube platform channels, and they're just pumping out crap. They're pumping out stuff that gets people's attention. It's not original, it's not creative. But then you have the others that are actually putting their heart and soul into what they do. There's, you know, people I watch that are musicians. They play stuff that no one else plays. They have a style that no one else has, and they might post a video once every month or two, and they get millions of views. So you've just got to understand that whatever category that you're posting in, every category is not treated the same. So what I post, people have to usually look for, because it's how to change your mirrors, how to change your oil, things like that, how to rebuild an engine. And it's not like, you know, you're gonna just come across that unless that's something that you're looking for or something that you're interested in. How I would have done things differently with my channel, had I known what I know now, is I would have started using a better thumbnail generator, because I realized it wasn't my content that was bad. It wasn't that I didn't know how to edit a video. And there's a lot that I do need to learn about that stuff. There's no doubt. I'm nowhere near on a professional level yet, but your thumbnail means more than usually the video you're posting. Unfortunately, people are going to click off if they realize it's just clickbait, but it's going to get people to at least click your video. And I'm not saying make clickbait, but if you want, you know, like this right here, I'm going to go over to my dashboard, and I'm going to show you some of my thumbnails real quick. And you can see where, let's go to my actual channel so I can pull up a list of videos for you guys. Okay, so as you can tell, my thumbnails are getting better. But you see that thumbnail? This one, it's already got 7,600 views. Okay, posted it 5 days ago. That thumbnail sucks, but I just didn't feel like creating one, and I need to get better at doing that. But good content and well-placed wording on your video description and your title is going in, your tags especially, and where you post it, what category you put it in. I put a lot of my stuff into how to and style, and I also put them into like vehicles, stuff like that. There's different categories. So you can go through, let me pull up my actual videos, because the shorts I don't really have a choice on unless somebody knows how to put better thumbnails in shorts. But here are some of my older videos, and I worked my butt off for hours trying to think of these thumbnails, and I got 300 views on this one, 500 views on that one, 60 views on that one, and that's over a year and a half ago I posted these videos. This one right here, this is just a picture of a box that I took, and I put, is it worth it over? I've got almost 5,000 views. Some thumbnails, you're going to just have a aha moment. This one, no words, no nothing. It's just me flipping the camera off. Okay, that's my hand. Okay, so that one got me 218,000 views and counting. So you'd think a lot of these would get attention. They're really not. I mean, this was a hoarder's house that I cleaned out. It was an absolute garbage bin, and I thought it was pretty fascinating content. But people, you know, you've got extreme hoarders. There's the TV show. So this one right here created itself. I was a victim of arson a year and a half ago. Somebody set my garage on fire, and my neighbor took this picture when it happened. So that one sold itself. So as you go though, you'll start to see my thumbnails start to improve, and you can either use Photoshop, you can use like pixels, you can use Canva. I really suggest that you do something to upgrade your thumbnails. This is something that I said starting 1st of 2026, I've got to do something about my thumbnails. So I started, you know, recreating them, and I found out I'm using pixels, which I'm not real, I'm sold on the ability to create, but I'm not too sold on the actual structure of the website. It's kind of cheap feeling, you know, I feel like it's limited, but I've yet to actually explore into other people like Canva or Photoshop as well, or Adobe, whatever it's called. I'm I'm a guy that picks up wrenches and gets my hands greasy. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, but I do watch other YouTubers. Am I in a good example of a niche? Making vehicle stuff, making how-to videos? I believe so. I believe it's a slow and steady wins the race kind of channel. You know, this kind of stuff is not glamorous. It's not, you know, everybody jumping up and down excited. This is me working on a vehicle. This is me doing something, showing the viewer how to do it themselves to save money rather than go to a mechanic. It's pretty concrete. It's not a trend. It's not a, you know, fad or anything like that. What I've learned about growing my channel is if you want to grow, you've got to post. You can't just post a video and expect it to go viral. It's a lot of times you're just throwing something at the wall hoping it'll stick. We don't start out with, you know, $10,000 budgets on thumbnails. We don't start out with a whole team directing us on how to grow a channel. So we have to wing it. We have to do a lot of research. But what I've learned is there's no time like the present. The best time to start posting is right now and 10 years ago. We can't go back in time, so right now is the time to post. You know, if you want to grow, you got to post. If the thumbnails suck, at least you're getting some views on something. You got to post it, you know. Be original, be yourself. If you can't be original and you can't be yourself, you better be really good at finding the trend. Like they say, the trend is your friend. So, as I said, be original, be yourself, or find a really good trend to jump on and get that real get rich quick money, which, you know, you still have to have a channel for what I understand at least a year before you can even monetize it. So it does take a lot of work. So would I suggest starting your own YouTube channel? That's a question you've got to ask yourself. Is it something that you are passionate about? Is it something that you want to actually help the world see what you do, whether it's vlogging, cooking, vehicle repair, doing jumping jacks? I don't care. Whatever it is you want to do. If that's something that brings you true happiness and it's something that you want to do it. But if you're just doing this to try to make a few bucks, you're not going to be really inspired by your content and stuff like that. You've got to actually have a source of inspiration. And I've always liked helping people. I've always liked, you know, showing a little bit what I do. And, you know, it gives me the, like, I want to, like for my truck, for instance, I want to fix my truck up. But it gives me that little extra boost to know that I'm helping somebody else learn while I do it. So that's the reason I have my channel. But anyways, I hope you guys have a happy new year. And if y'all have any questions, anything, feel free to let me know. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks.